Minimalism has a lot of faces and facets, but what to do if your loved one has chosen to follow the extreme path? How not to hurt their feelings, how to be respectful but without restricting yourself at the same time. In this video, I will share 5 tips for a happy life with someone who is an extreme minimalist. Hey my friends, if you're new here, I'm Anastasia, and this channel is about everything that is mindful, minimalist and creative. Brian and I are still on our indefinitely long travel, and our luggage that consists of 1 medium backpack, 2 small backpacks and 1 suitcase basically contain everything that we own. And most of those possessions are mine. Brian is more on the extreme side of minimalism, and he has been like that for quite a while, not due to the trendy title, but because this lifestyle appeals to him a lot. So today I want to share what I learned from our different approaches to minimalism and what are the do's and don'ts of living with an extreme minimalist. We enjoy making our loved ones happy, especially by gifting them something on their birthdays, Christmas, wedding anniversary, or any other special occasion. But we often choose mindlessly, without even thinking twice whether this or that item will be much appreciated. And this is where minimalism and extreme minimalism especially come in as an extra challenge. An extreme minimalist prefers not to get anything at all than getting something useless. So when I choose a gift for Brian, I always consider functionality, durability, and personal meaningfulness. And just to give you an example, for Brian's recent birthday, I gifted him an Italian silver neck chain because before that, several times he told me how his old neck chain broke and how he wanted to wear a pendant that I gifted him on our first wedding anniversary in Georgia. So I managed to find a high-quality piece that combined functionality, durability, and emotional value. And I think these 3 components are essential to take into account when choosing a gift for an extreme minimalist. We do share certain clothing items such as this t-shirt and almost all skincare products. I bet Brian can do perfectly well without them, but he claims that he enjoys his new skincare routine, and honestly it makes me feel more validated in a way, because having more than one person in a household to use a certain product is always better, because you spend less, you choose more mindfully, and you don't waste money on experimenting and then not liking what you've got. This approach adds much more responsibility to your own choices, and I think it's a huge benefit of living with an extreme minimalist. People often tend not to take seriously something that they do not fully embrace in their own life, and although today's society has become more accepting, there are still some areas that are not fully understood. It happens due to many reasons that we can probably discuss in another video, but I noticed that many people do not perceive minimalism and extreme minimalism in particular as a real way of life, not just a trend or a style whim. Consumerism is so much ingrained in our minds by economists, marketing and banking system that the idea of living with less in itself sounds almost insulting, like in many situations. And I know that many of those who chose minimalism as their lifestyle often feel uncomfortable when people are sort of condescending about their choice. And again, it has a lot to do with the general success cliche in our society. That's why it's so important to respect someone's being extreme minimalist. Over the years of our marriage, although we spent most of it apart, I learned to see through Brian's eyes, and now I understand him so much better, and I understand his attitude to possessions, and it's so educating. This point has a lot to do with the previous one. Not imposing anything on our loved ones can be pretty tough. Many times I caught myself suggesting that Brian should get this or that clothing item or self-care product just because I thought that he was just like me, but he isn't. We sometimes forget that other people are separate individuals and everyone doesn't have to be like us, that just being in a relationship or being friends or family with someone does not automatically make them be like us. They do not have to like or need the same things as we do. For me, asking always works the best. Just ask their opinion and, most importantly, listen to it. With extreme minimalists, surprises should be either well thought through or be not surprising at all. Here comes responsibility again. Just make sure you can take good care of everything that you own, because of course it's always good to get help from your partner, but after all, they don't have to do that. To make it clear, Brian always helps me with everything, and I never take it for granted. I appreciate his help, and at the same time I make sure I can organize and manage all my possessions, everything that I use and that he doesn't use. Because I think it's just fair, it's about being partners and respecting each other. My husband has chosen to live lighter and more minimally, so why should I think it appropriate to clutter his space and luggage with more? And this rule works both ways. Brian respects my choices just as I respect his, and I think it's a great synergy. What are your thoughts on extreme minimalism? Do you have anyone from your family, friend circle who practices this lifestyle? And if you do, what insights do you get from them and how do you manage relationships? Or maybe you are an extreme minimalist yourself. It will be exciting to discuss in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, my friends, and as always, be safe and keep your heart open, and I will see you soon. Пока-пока.